welcome you back to the Junior League World Series, where we are about to send another team to the championship tomorrow in Kirkland, Washington. Teams have come from all over the world, and we are almost down to 2. So once again, good afternoon, everybody. Sam Gore along with Kenzie Fowler. We've got an offensive-defensive clash in this next game. Puerto Rico taking on a tough team from Illinois.
Two completely different teams. They have gotten here because of the offense for Illinois and the defense for Puerto Rico. So I love that. I think Puerto Rico has, without a doubt, had the best defense. In Illinois, not a lot of home runs, but a team that can absolutely beat you with a ton of singles and clutch two-out hitting.
And the winner of this game will face Texas. Texas just defeated Pennsylvania a little over an hour ago. So the Texas team waiting for the winner of this Illinois-Puerto Rico team. So take us through this offense versus defense matchup, Kenzie.
Yeah, you have the offense in Illinois up against the pitching and the defense for Puerto Rico. And I'll say it, this is the best defensive team that we have seen here in Washington for this World Series. It's the reason that they have kind of been on a hot streak. The defense continues to flash the leather and keep Puerto Rico in ball games. This is not really an offensive team, so it's great news for Puerto Rico with what we saw yesterday. Their bats were able to get going. That is a huge sign because the defense has been flashing it. We've seen Sports Center top 10 plays all week from Puerto Rico, and they have a tall task at hand because this is the best offense here in Washington. Illinois, they are undefeated. They have outscored their opponents 63-29. It's the highest scoring team in the tournament. And it's not just one player that gets it done. It's what makes them so good, 1 through 10. A lot of contributors and also not a lot of power. So really getting it done different ways with singles, doubles, and then just clutch hitting. It's been fun to watch.
In the circle, Ava Kruger will start things for Illinois.
Now, a lot of talk about the offense for Illinois, but let's talk about the defense and what they've been able to do in the circle. Ava Kruger, a pitcher that is not going to blow it by you, but someone that Illinois has relied on a lot this week, just has done a great job at hitting her spots. You see only 4 walks. How many times have we been talking about walks being an issue for a lot of the pitchers this week? Ava Kruger has been able to limit those walks.
She's thrown 23 of the 31 innings. Here's a look at the batting order for Puerto Rico. They will send 12 to the plate, which is different than Illinois. Illinois only sends 10 to the plate. And Yaneli Santana will be the first batter in that leadoff spot for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico batting average this week for the team is just over 300, 331. Illinois hitting over 400 for the week. And Santana up to bat against Kruger. The winner will face Texas in the championship tomorrow. And a bunt laid down. Kruger fields it smoothly, makes the play. Errors were a big story in her first game today, so that's a good, clean start for Illinois. Kruger with a nice play. Jorianis Montez, the next batter for Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican dugout already rocking over there. Montez swinging on the first pitch.
3 lefties at the top of this lineup for Puerto Rico: Santana, Montez, and Figueroa.
Montez with 4 hits so far this week.
Trying to use the small ball early against Kruger. Montez doesn't really swing away. We've seen her use her short game with her slap, going to her drag bunt there.
Puerto Rico got off to a fantastic start yesterday in upsetting Canada 11-9. Outside, says our home plate umpire Garth Sanders. He's the crew chief as well. Volunteer umpires here at the Junior League World Series. 1-2 to Montez. Pop fly in a dangerous spot, but good play by Mackenzie Norbert called everybody off. Second base and center field coming in. And Norbert says, that's mine. So a quick 2 outs. Figueroa up to bat now. She was really effective yesterday against Canada. Reached base in all 4 at-bats. Was 3 for 3. Walked in the 7th inning.
Batting average over 500, so just so key for Illinois to be facing Yadi Figueroa with nobody on base. Allows Kruger to pitch to her a little bit more freely.
Illinois hung on against the Philippines. Talk about small ball. That was so fun to watch this Filipino team this week. That is hit out to second base. Juarez makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. And we'll see Illinois coming to the plate. Good. And a very special happy birthday to Darielis Rodriguez, who will be playing second base today for the Puerto Rican team. August 1st, her birthday. She had a crown on in the introduction, so we were hoping she was going to keep it on. Took it off. Brianna Sanchez out in the circle. They have used a lot of pitchers this week, but mostly Carla Rodriguez and Brianna Sanchez. Rodriguez got the start yesterday, and now it's Sanchez's turn.
Yeah, you have to go, Sanchez. This is your fresh arm. Carla Rodriguez, what a performance that she had yesterday for Puerto Rico against Canada. Win the distance. We were seeing Sanchez warm up. We never saw her in action, so Puerto Rico going to Brianna in the circle today.
And just 10 batters for Illinois, which I know you feel like is an advantage.
I think it's huge. It's a big difference. You're talking about maybe 1 or 2 innings closer to getting your next at-bat. Hitting is all about rhythm. I don't know, is it a coincidence that Illinois is the only team that sends 10 to the lineup and they also have the best offense? Maybe.
Goike is the best batter in terms of batting average this week, hitting .450 in the World Series. She also had a huge catch to end the game yesterday against the Philippines in the quarterfinals. It's that sharply to the birthday girl. No problem. 1 down. Rodriguez makes the play from second. I like the little dance there.
It's the 1 out dance, if you will. You got to turn to your teammates, and everyone has their coordinated dances with each other.
Sanchez throwing strikes early. McKenna Juarez, who will be at second base for Illinois, up to bat. Juarez having a good week as well. That is foul.
Yeah, Juarez has been an on-base machine for Illinois. Whether it's been just getting on base with hits or walks, leads the team in base on balls.
Juarez, coach says, has one of the smoothest swings he's seen. Adam Goike, the manager. It's his daughter Molly that led things off. Adam Goike coaching this Illinois team out of Evergreen Little League. They are representing the Central region this year. Texas already a winner today out of the Southwest. They'll be in the championship against the winner of this team tomorrow. Juarez on her school flag football team, her school basketball team, school softball team, year-round athlete. And rips that to left field. Should be at least 2. Juarez makes the turn and will stay at second. So a stand-up double for McKenna Juarez.
Right on cue, McKenna Juarez on base again with 2 strikes. This is the best team in terms of batting average, getting on base, and they're the toughest team to strike out. So Juarez has 2 strikes but does not flinch. Very comfortable in that position. And just looking at the stats as a team, this team has only struck out 12 times this entire week.
They're hitting .405 as a team coming into this game. Maddie Schillo, the next batter.
They just make contact. So hard to pitch to. And you're thinking, okay, power numbers must be up with their batting average. Not really. Only 1 home run.
Schillo's driven in 6 runs this week, scored 5 herself. It's way out in front of that pitch. 0-2. Schillo has the reputation of coming through in the clutch all season. She's got a runner in scoring position now, 1 out. Schillo pops that up. Shortstop going over to make the play. That's Kanishka Rodriguez. Juarez still standing on second. 2 outs. Molly Race coming to the plate now. Race, the catcher defensively for this Illinois team. And the dirt, good stop by Nieves, back behind the plate. Nieves is fun to watch back there. It's very expressive. Race rips that foul. Race hitting .429 this week. He's driven in 10 runs. And all just singles. Suarez out at second.
It's been a long week. I feel like the players are very familiar with the cameras. They know where they are at all times.
2-1 the count to Race. 2-2.
Just out in front the last couple of pitches against Sanchez. Again, not going to throw it by you. Sanchez very comfortable pitching into her defense. Not a strikeout pitcher. It's going to pitch to contact, try and keep that ball low.
Inside. Ball.
Oh, man.
Full count.
I don't know how you take that. 2 strikes.
Race looking for her 7th hit of the series. Swings at that one, gets it through. Juarez makes her turn at third. They will send her, and she will score. Throw down to second. Got her. Run counts. So the run was before the out. So that's the silver lining for Illinois. But what a defensive play by Puerto Rico to avoid any more damage.
4 straight hits put in play. Illinois testing the Puerto Rican defense early in the first, and a run scoring here. I would like to see Figueroa out in left field charge that ball a little harder. The throw is offline, but then credit Nieves behind the plate. The catcher gets a throw that's not contested at home plate, so she knows that the next out is somewhere else. She's looking, and Rodriguez at second base is right there for her. That's such a key out, and those are the little things for Puerto Rico defensively, why they have made it as far as they had to the semifinal Friday, because of their defense stepping up big.
The run did count, though. Juarez crossed the plate, so Illinois up 1-0 as we go to the top of the second, and Nieves, the catcher that you just praised, is now in the batter's box. Big Oklahoma softball fan. Hitting .357 this week. Nieves is one of those catchers, too, that does a good job of communicating with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, she's mature beyond her years. There's just a game savviness that you can feel from some players.
Yeah.
And it just oozes out of Nieves.
That's a good description. 1-2 the count. That is hit into right field. Chavez taking a few steps to her right, makes the catch. Our volunteer umpires, that's Jeff Doherty out at first. That's actually Oscar Rios over at third. And there's Clyde Torregoe, and our home plate umpire and also the cruise chief is Garth Sanders.
It's been a long week for everyone. It's been a very long week for our umpire crew.
It's interesting, though, you got to get to know these umpires and the way they call it. Garth Sanders behind the plate today, I think he's one of those that encourages the batters to swing.
Is that your nice way of saying has a nice big strike zone?
Yeah, it is.
I'm here for it.
I mean, I think it makes the game more fun.
100%. And these hitters are so good. We don't need to have a tight strike zone. These hitters can hit a ball off, a ball up, ball low.
It's Carla Rodriguez up to bat now. She is the other pitcher for Puerto Rico. Sanchez gets in trouble today. We may see her come back to the circle. She went the distance yesterday in the win over Canada. And what a grueling effort from her. Slow roller to third. And nice play by Samantha Johnson. 2 down. Puerto Rico looking for that first base runner. 5 up, 5 down so far. Brianna Sanchez, another player hitting over 500 this week. Sanchez has a couple of doubles, 5 singles. So chopper to first base. And putting the tag on her is Shillo. So 6 up, 6 down for Puerto Rico. And we'll see the bats of Illinois coming to the plate. No score, 1-0 Central. Professional softball returning to Greenville, North Carolina for the 2025 AUSL Pro Games presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Set to take place next Wednesday, August 6th. Learn more at littleleague.org/athletes unlimited. The Little League Softball World Series about to kick off this weekend in Greenville. This is the Junior League Softball World Series. Players are a little older than those that'll be in Greenville. 1-0, Illinois leading Puerto Rico. Changes in the Puerto Rican defense. Figueroa has gone to center field. Santana now in left. Sanchez stays in the circle, and she'll face Big Mac, Mackenzie Norbit. Norbit with a home run earlier this week. That's the team's only home run. Up high, 2-0. Sanchez not getting her anything to hit.
Illinois played Puerto Rico back on a Wednesday, and Illinois won that game 12-5, but Sanchez in the circle did not pitch for Puerto Rico. So this is the first look Illinois is having against Sanchez.
Remember, Puerto Rico, you can make the case, is the hottest team coming in to play today. They lost their first 2 games of the week and have won 3 straight, including the upset yesterday over Canada. And Norbit is put on. So right away, Illinois with a runner on. And Addison Merskos will be the next batter. Merskos has had a big week at the plate as well. Had a walk-off hit, scored 2 runs in the first game for them earlier in the week. Thinking bunt there. Bermudez, the third baseman, is already playing in, but was charging. And 2. Merskos trying to move Norbit over to second.
Trying to put together a productive at-bat here, unable to get that sacrifice down. In this situation as a hitter, you just kind of have to tell yourself to pepper the ball. Find a way to get that ball on the ground.
That is ripped. Called foul. Just foul. I mean, that was just inches foul. Just went to the left side of that bag. So Merskos comes back. 0-2 the count. And strike 3 on the outside corner.
So that goes down as an unproductive out. And then the first strikeout of the game for Sanchez. That is strike 3 all day. You could see that Merskos was just looking in, caught off guard, but too close to take with 2 strikes.
Samantha Johnson up to bat now. Johnson turns on that quickly and hits it foul. They're getting way ahead of these pitches from Sanchez.
You can see out in center field, Figueroa, who was playing left field, moves over to center, but look where she's shaded. She is way over to her right, our left, and so right center field is way open. And that tells me that Sanchez is going to be pitching inside to the right-handed hitters for Illinois.
Strike 2. Sanchez came off her feet in celebration. Johnson, Red Hot Chili Pepper fan. favorite movie, Happy Gilmore. Hopefully she's seen the sequel. Drop third strike. So the runner safe at second. And now 2 outs.
Nice changeup here from Sanchez. Doubles it up. Gets Johnson swinging twice in a row on the same pitch, and that just goes to show how important that off-speed pitch is. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just have to show it, get hitters off time, and then, of course, that ball's in the dirt. So Norbit, that was a really heads-up base running by her, seeing that ball down, taking an extra 60 feet, and getting into scoring position.
Olivia Hovanek up to bat now. She is 9 of 15 this week. 8 singles, a double, 4 RBIs. She scored 6 runs. Coach described her as just ultra competitive, fiery, hates to lose. Runner on second, Norbit in scoring position, 2 outs. Hovanek also a basketball player. And Hovanek, oh, nice catch by Villafañe. Good glove work out there at first base.
Like a little magic trick. Doesn't need a whole lot, just a little hop, skip, and a jump. Jogging in, getting out of the inning.
A beautiful end of the day here in Kirkland, Washington. Temperature about 78 degrees. Big crowd out in the outfield behind the fence. Got the blankets, the lawn chairs. Everybody looking toward home plate out there. Just want to see. I want them to get fed a ball out there. Let's see a home run. Watch them disperse.
Well, unfortunately, it's not really either one of these teams' style of play. Both of these teams are kind of short gamers. String a lot of singles together. I mean, if we see a home run, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be very excited. We just have not seen that from either team this week. It's kind of been all about that clutch pitching, great defense, and timely hitting.
Bermudez, the batter at third base, took that off the foot. Garth Sanders, our home plate umpire, checking to make sure she's okay. Bermudez has been so much fun to watch at third base this week. And defense is the name of the game for this Puerto Rican team. Takes a strike. 1-1. Bermudez hitting .429 this week. Puerto Rico has not gotten anyone on base yet. She's the 7th batter to face Kruger.
I just really like what Ava Kruger gives you every time she's in the circle. It's so consistent. It's nothing flashy. She's not going to rack up a bunch of strikeouts, but her ERA is great. She's going to limit big innings. And when she misses, this is what I always look for in a pitcher. When she misses, her spots are right on. So if you're going to be throwing inside, well, you should miss inside, not miss outside, which is sometimes something we've seen from pitchers this week. Just trying to find that rhythm, find that consistency.
Full count to Bermudez. And Bermudez gets the first hit of the game for Puerto Rico. And it'll be at least 2 as she sprints into second base. A stand-up double for Bermudez to get things started here for Puerto Rico in the top of the third.
But what a way to get your team going. Leadoff batter. We haven't really seen the offense from Bermudez this week. It's been all about the defense, so let's get that offense going. Stand-up double in the gap. Turn to your dugout. All right.
Yeah. Birthday girl, Darielis Rodriguez up to bat now with the runner in scoring position. Illinois up 1-0. And Kruger backed off the pitch. Takes that first pitch, Darielis. August 1st, birthday today. Said her special talent is dancing. We've seen a few of those dance moves out there at second base when she gets a put out. Darielis takes a big cut for strike 2.
You have to really try and see the pitches from Ava Kruger as deep as you can. A little bit out in front, Rodriguez is on that swing. Even that swing right there, way out in front, off the end of the bat. Kruger's not going to blow it by you, we know that. And so you have to make the adjustment as a hitter. Almost tell yourself, I'm going to hit this ball to right field.
Darielis Rodriguez, one of 3 players with the last name Rodriguez in the batting order. Kanishka Rodriguez will be up after her. Oh, nice pitch. And the first strikeout for Kruger.
Just slows it down, pulls the string. You can see her fingers twisting that ball, flipping it out of the back of her hand. And if you have a hitter that's already aggressive, already in pull mode, you expose that as a pitcher and say, I see your aggressiveness, and I'm going to go even slower.
Kanishka Rodriguez up now. Remember, runner at second, Bermudez. 1 down. Winner of this goes on to meet Texas in the championship tomorrow. Kruger in her groove right now, 0-2. Hit, hot shot to shortstop. They got to hurry. They do not get her. Throw goes over to third. Merskos could not get the put out at first. Just too much speed by Kanishka Rodriguez. So 2 on now for Puerto Rico. First time they've threatened to score. Bermudez at third. Rodriguez at first. Moras is going to be the batter, and Carlos Leon, the manager, calling a timeout here to talk to his base runners and his batter.
One thing that Puerto Rico does so well is run the bases. Very aggressive, always looking ahead, seeing if they can push an extra 60 feet. And so this is an error on Merskos. She can absolutely field this ball, and right there, there's no throw to be made, especially after you bobble the ball. You just kind of have to know that situationally. And so the throw gets away, but what does Bermudez do? She watches that throw go to first base and says, hey, I'm going to sprint over and get myself 60 feet from the first run of the game for Puerto Rico and get into scoring position at third.
So let's see what the result of this timeout brings us. Morris will be the batter. Morris looking for her first hit. Runner going to second. They won't throw. So runners at second and third now. Bermudez at third. Rodriguez at second. Squeezes on. And Puerto Rico ties the game.
Oh, that was so well executed by Morris. Getting on top of that ball, and then Bermudez doesn't even need to slide. Was on the run, had a great jump. Little suicide squeeze to tie this ball game up.
Villafañe up to bat now for Puerto Rico as we're tied 1 apiece now in the top of the third. Villafañe at first, Kanishka Rodriguez at third. Villafañe has gotten a single and a double this week. Lays down another bunt. They'll bring the runner in again. Safe. Wow. They are bunting to perfection.
You can tell that Puerto Rico has mastered their bunts. And you think about who is squeeze bunting at the plate. It's a couple of power hitters in Morris and Villafañe. So that just tells me that this is a point of pride for Puerto Rico at practice, because you just don't get those bunts down by luck. You have to get those bunts down by a lot of repetition to be confident and comfortable enough to get it done in this moment.
I mean, when you do it well, it is so beautiful to watch. Yadi Rosado up to bat. Final batter in their continuous batting order. Runners at first and second. And when you're a team like Illinois, you're probably not used to seeing a lot of teams play like this. It kind of throws you off defensively a little bit. Just 1 out. Puerto Rico with runners at first and second. Scored 2 runs. And Rosado with a big cut. Strike 1. Rosado, one of the many Puerto Rican players that loves Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Showing bunt. Third base coach is the manager, Carlos Leon. He's having an extended conversation with Rosado, the batter. Now she lays down another bunt. This will go foul. Anything you would tell the Illinois team right now, Kenzie?
Stay on your toes. I mean, if that doesn't tell you right there what Puerto Rico's game plan is, Coach Leon giving Rosado the bunt sign with 2 strikes, not afraid. So if you see that as a first baseman or a third baseman, I'm kind of awake now. All right, they are not afraid to bunt with 2 strikes. I better be in there.
So 2 outs now. We go back to the top of the order. Santana, the leadoff batter. Second time we begin through the Puerto Rican batting order. Remember, though, the Illinois team Has the best batting average in the World Series. That's it right at second base. The play is at first. Good job by Juarez to knock it down and make the throw. But what a fun inning displayed by Puerto Rico. Scoring 2 runs off the squeeze bunts. And they'll be back out in the field when we come back to Kirkland. Our second semifinal here, the Junior League Softball World Series. The winner moves on to face Texas tomorrow. I'm sure they're checking out at Little League, finding Little League on social media. See highlights from around the country when you search on social media via at Little League. So Illinois back up to bat. Chavez will be the batter. Remember, they only send 10 to the plate, so they'll be turning their batting over order. They'll be turning their batting order over. Easy for me to say.
Got it.
Sit over to short. Off Rodriguez's leg. No play. Safe is Chavez. Chavez will move over there.
Rare error for Rodriguez at shortstop. She's not happy with herself after that one. Feet got a little bit still. Yes, the ball was hit hard, but it's hit right at her, and it's absolutely a ball she can handle.
Their fielding percentage is sky high this week. That is a rare error. Ava Kruger, the pitcher, final batter in their batting order, up to bat now. She lays down a bunt. That's foul. Kruger on her school volleyball team, trying to advance Chavez to second. Kruger again with the bunt. Bermudez falls down. Throw is off the bag, so Illinois has 2 on, as Bermudez could not make that throw from the ground.
Bermudez has the ball here and just slips. Has all the time in the world, though, to get back up and make a throw, so just rushes her decision.
So Illinois now with 2 on. And we go back to the top of their batting order. Molly Goyke, the daughter of manager Adam Goyke. Goyke asking for time. Goyke hitting .450 this week. She lays down a bunt. And this time Bermudez handled it. No, the ball came out of the first baseman's glove. And the bases are loaded. So Villafañe, that ball popped up and hit her in the side of the head. Just trying to walk it off.
This is a good job by Bermudez getting this ball across quickly. It's a little bit up, and Villafañe just can't squeeze it. A little bit of a collision with Goyke as well.
And manager Carlos Leon slowly walking out to check on Villafañe. Again, it's so ironic because this Puerto Rican defense has just been a fortress. And now they're facing 3 runners on. Bases loaded with no outs for the best hitting team in terms of average in the World Series.
Just goes to show that when you put the ball in play, good things will happen. But yeah, so unfortunate for Puerto Rico, 3 straight errors. Rodriguez at short, Bermudez is at third, and now Villafañe at first base. Not helping out Sanchez in the circle.
And the fiery McKenna Juarez steps up to bat, had a double in her first at bat, ended up scoring the only run that Illinois has put on the board so far. But this is who you'd want to be up in this situation.
I agree. Every time that Juarez has come to the plate, she makes something happen.
Then bases loaded, no outs. Puerto Rico up 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Nice pitch. Bermudez at third for Puerto Rico, still playing up. Good stop by Nieves behind the plate. Sanchez trying to work out of this. No outs.
Nieves asking where that ball missed.
Whereas only 5-1, smaller strike zone. Fouls that back for the second strike. Whereas can hit for power or she can bunt. Two and two, bases loaded, no outs. Count goes full. Walk brings in a run.
This is a tough customer in this position. Juarez hits over 500. She's also the team leader in walks, so a very patient hitter, knows her strike zone.
Walk in a run. Juarez indeed knows that strike zone, takes that pitch. And Chavez comes across the plate, goes in the dugout to celebrate. So we're tied at 2 now. Bases remain loaded with no outs.
And then I just love her for that. So self-aware. She's so fiery and feisty, and then can turn to the camera and just blow a little kiss.
Maddie Schillo up to bat now. Inside. Schillo fouls it. Nieves calls everybody off and makes a nice heads-up play from behind the plate. It has been so hard for catchers to do that this week because there's not a lot of room between the home plate and the backstop. Great job.
Yeah, Nieves does not miss. She might be the best catcher in this tournament. This is a much-needed first out. Ball's in front of her. Made it look so easy.
She found that ball right away. Just the first out, though. And Nieves stops another one from getting behind her. Now will walk out to talk to her pitcher, Brianna Sanchez.
Well, that's just it right there about Nieves. That's what sets her apart. You saw the great catch, of course, and then such a smooth scoop, keeps the ball in front of her, doesn't allow Kruger at third base to score, and then quickly recognizes that I need to call a timeout. I'm going to do this myself. We're not going to wait for any coaches. I know my pitcher in the circle. She needs a little bit of a breather. That might have been a missed spot. Let's chat real quick. And that is a leader.
Sometimes when she goes out to the circle, she'll tell the infielders not to approach. She just needs the one-on-one talk. That time it was a group therapy session. Race hits it right back up the middle. Sanchez is hit by the ball, goes down, a run scores. And now she pops back up. Illinois brought a run in there, and Sanchez now bending over in the circle with her teammates around her. This is a shot by Molly Race right back to the pitcher.
Now that pitch is left over the heart of the plate, and that's exactly where Race hits it. Right into the left shin of Sanchez, and it just knocks her straight down. You think about which leg it hits, that's her landing leg.
Sanchez, see if she stays in the circle. Their other pitcher is Carla Rodriguez, who pitched a complete game yesterday against Canada. And very nice of Garth Sanders to go out and check on Sanchez, and I think he's going to let her throw a pitch, see how it feels.
So it's her left foot. She'll know when she lands right here. No emotion, so I think that means she's A-okay.
So Sanchez will stay in the circle, but Puerto Rico has lost its lead now. Illinois up 3-2, still just one out, and the bases remain loaded for Mac Norbit. Again, Norbit has the team's only home run in the tournament this week. Aspires to be an oncologist one day. Norbit bounces that over third base. One run scores, another coming home. It will score. So a two-run single by Mackenzie Norbit.
This is an Illinois offense. When they get extra opportunities, they just do not miss. How about Mackenzie Norbit, first pitch swinging, hitting the ball so hard over the head of Bermudez. No play at the plate, two-run score. Of course, it's Juarez hustling home. Seems like every time that she's on base, she comes around to score.
So 5-2 now, still one out. Base runners have been reduced to two, runners at first and second. Nieves with another incredible stop. Or the runners would have been down to second and third. Merskos, the batter, struck out the last time she faced Sanchez today. And that is lifted into center field. Rosado charges, throws to second. Runner holds at third. And we have bases loaded again. Three straight hits by Illinois. And Samantha Johnson up to bat now with one out, the bases loaded. 4 runs for Illinois and counting here in the bottom of the third. And even Nieves can't make a play on that one. Up high, 1-1.
haven't seen any action in the bullpen for Puerto Rico this game.
Now, Carla Rodriguez, the pitcher that went the distance yesterday, she's not in the field. So you would think she'd be the pitcher they would send down there. Up high. 3-1. Walk would bring in another run.
I just don't know if Rodriguez is an option after the marathon game that she pitched yesterday.
You wouldn't bring her in today?
Do you think she has any juice left in her arm? Like, just absolutely pitched her heart out.
Well, they walk in another run here. 6-2 now. And Sanchez coming out of the circle is going to give the ball up. And it is going to be Carla Rodriguez. So Carla Rodriguez, as far as we can tell, no warm-up pitches. But is going to come in and replace Sanchez. So Carla Rodriguez, who went the distance in an 11-9 win last night, back in the circle. Carla Rodriguez going to reappear in the circle first time today. In fact, she didn't even take all of her warm-up pitches. She shook the last couple off, told the umpire, no, I'm good. She's warm, ready to go. But she's coming in a pressure situation. The bases remain loaded with one out. Olivia Hovanek, the batter. And Hovanek fouls that just to the right.
Just think about how many pitches Carla Rodriguez has thrown this week. She's thrown 315 pitches going into this game, and compare that to Brianna Sanchez, the starter for Puerto Rico, had only thrown 177 going into this game. It's been a workhorse in the circle.
And that is bounced over third again. And it will send 1-2 runs across, throw down to second, safe. A huge hit by Hovanek. She ends up on second and drives in 2 more runs.
This is what Illinois has done this entire week. Every hit in this inning, a single. They just spray the field. They see the pitches that they are getting and they hit them that way. It sounds so easy to say, but that is incredibly hard to do.
8-2 Illinois. They have exploded for 7 runs in this bottom of the third. Still just 1 out. Runners at second and third now. Chavez the batter. Chavez goes after that pitch.
They've already messed up my scorebook now because they've hit through the lineup.
Yeah. And Illinois only sends 10 to the plate. Bermudez goes home with it. They've got the pickle on. Got her. Hand did not touch the base. Nieves is going to throw down to second, which is dangerous. But Hovanek holds at third. So they do get the runner at home. And that's the second out.
Love the well-executed pickle right here from Puerto Rico. Bermudez seeing the runner going, and it's all about getting the ball out early. You cannot wait for that runner to get closer to home plate. You want to make sure you dump early. Rodriguez, who is covering third base from shortstop, did just that, and she was fired up to get that out.
Runner still at second and third, 2 outs now. Kruger takes a ball outside. Kruger going after that pitch. See Kruger in the circle when they go back out into the field. He's pitching a very good game so far for Illinois. One of the things that Coach Goike said about her is she just doesn't let her emotion show when she's out there. It's pretty good with what he calls the Greg Maddux-like control she has. Another chopper. A diving backhanded play by the shortstop, but no throw anywhere. And another run scores for Illinois.
That was fun. Mishka Rodriguez all over this field right now. Kruger bouncing this ball. Watch her go deep in that hole. If that gets through, guarantee you Illinois scores another run, just the way that ball was developing towards left field.
So 3 hits bounced over third base. Gonna have a courtesy runner for Kruger. You can put the courtesy runner in when there's 2 outs for the pitcher or the catcher. And this lets Puerto Rico catch its breath right now as they've surrendered 8 runs here in the bottom of the third. It's now 9-2. And Illinois will have runners at first and third. And we go back to the top of the Illinois batting order. 3rd time through now, starting with Goike. Second time this inning, Goike's been up.
Think about how this inning started for Puerto Rico on defense. 3 straight errors to start this inning. Loaded the bases, a walk, got a run on the board, and then the offense went to work. Five hits in this inning. And I think it's always just so interesting. No doubles, right? We saw the double in the first inning by McKenna Juarez. She came around to score. And then just this inning, it has been past the bat mentality.
Goike going after that pitch, 1-2. Goike was a freshman on her high school varsity softball team this past year. Ended up making all conference, all area, and all state as a center fielder. Big future in store for her. Goike had the big catch to end the game last night against the Philippines. Goike keeps this bat alive.
Just looking at power slap. Last couple of foul balls have been lifted.
Samantha Johnson, the courtesy runner down at first, thought about taking second that time, but came back. 2-2 count to Goike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. That is hit right back to the pitcher, and Rodriguez makes the play. Illinois scoring 8 runs in the bottom of the third to take a 9-2 lead.
3 errors, set the tone, get the runners on, and then 5 base hits follow. And Illinois is that big. This is the best offense in the World Series, showing us why. Well, we've already got one team punching their ticket to the championship tomorrow, and that's Texas. Texas came out on top against Pennsylvania in our game one of the semifinal doubleheader, and the offense showed up, and then Palin Etzler just spun a gem. Was able to navigate a couple of walks, but found her footing at the right time, kept her team in it, and then a little bit of insurance with an exclamation point solo shot for Andy Melnar. And Texas is dancing into the championship tomorrow.
Right now, Illinois up 9-2 as we get into the top of the fourth inning in this 7-inning game. Montes 0-1, tries to slap that into left field. Norbert almost out of play over there. Foul ball for strike two. It's ironic because the bottom of the Puerto Rican batting order was what did so much damage for them and led to those 2 runs. Montes, the number 2 hitter. Montes, the right fielder for this Puerto Rican team. Looking to start the rally over there. You can hear that Puerto Rican team. They're loud and proud. That is hit. Tough bounce at first. No play. Schillo fielded the grounder. But Montes safely on first with the infield single.
It's just the second hit of the day for Puerto Rico. A lot of game left, but need a response after that big spot that Illinois put up.
Yadi Figueroa squaring around, showing bunt. Pulls it back, runner stays at first. Figueroa hits it deep. Gone! A 2-run home run by Yadi Figueroa.
She's got to touch home when she does.
Yeah. Did not see that coming, Kenzie.
This is the first home run of the tournament for Puerto Rico. And Yadi Figueroa has dialed it in. This is a hitter that was on it yesterday, was 3 for 3 with a couple of singles and a double, and just gets a hold of it. Look at the celebration. That is what it's all about. You hit a home run in the World Series, you get to celebrate it. It's on tape. You got the video, big hugs. The celebration was just iconic going into home plate.
So 9-4 now off that 2-run shot. And Nieves trying to keep the rally going, and the hugs keep going. Nieves lifts that high into the outfield, and Chavez able to catch that one. Again, Texas awaits the winner of this Illinois-Puerto Rico game. Texas getting by Pennsylvania 6-3 earlier today. But this Puerto Rico team, it bears repeating, they started the week out 0-2. They have won 3 straight games to get into this semifinal. Carla Rodriguez, the pitcher, up to bat now.
And then on the other side for Illinois, having to sweat it out a little bit against the Philippines. Going all the way to the 7th inning, having to mount a comeback victory.
Yeah, Philippines, another fun team to watch this week. Their execution of small ball, laying down the bunts and the base running. Pitcher against pitcher here, 2-1. 2-2. Rodriguez has got that right shoulder taped. Crushes that through the hole into left field. Puerto Rico showing some life here after the 2-run home run. Now Rodriguez on.
Yes, this response is just so needed. There's a lot of ball game left. You never know what can happen. We've seen some crazy things happen. Some high scores. This feels like one of those ball games that's going to go back and forth. But just as a team to keep that energy up after Illinois putting up 7 runs or 8 runs.
Brianna Sanchez to shortstop, only plays at first, comes off the bag, safe. And now it's Puerto Rico's turn to try to take advantage of some fielding mistakes. 2 on, 1 out.
Just putting some pressure on the infield with the speed.
Bermudez the batter now with runners at first and second, 1 out. Bermudez with a big hit in her first at bat. Really got it going for them when they scored 2 runs in the top of the third. It's 0-2 the count to Bermudez. Kruger with just 1 strikeout so far today.
Kruger is without a doubt the ace for Illinois. We've seen Hovanek and Schillo in the circle, but Kruger going into today's game had thrown 23 of the 31 innings for Illinois.
And after the 0-2 start to this count, now back to 2-2 for Bermudez in the batter's box. Base hit could score another run for Puerto Rico with runners at first and second. Bermudez chops that to third, and the force is on. Good play by Samantha Johnson to get that runner out. 2 down.
Yeah, she smothered that. I'm loving the effort on both sides. You can tell that we are in bracket play, day 2, semifinals. Like, championship is right there for you. You can feel it. You've worked so hard this entire week, played so much softball, and you've worked so hard all season long to get to this point. So I just love the fact that both sides are laying it out.
Terielis Rodriguez up to bat again. This is her birthday today. Fouls that back, 1-1. Always admire a player who says their hobby's going to the gym. Gotta love that. Big Lilo and Stitch fan too. One and 2. Rodriguez staying alive in the count. Runners at first and second.
Love the deep breath right there from Rodriguez.
That is hit towards shortstop. It gets through. They will send the runner home. Throw coming home. Puerto Rico with another run. 9-5. Jerry Ellis Rodriguez driving in another run.
How about an RBI single for the birthday girl? It's got to feel good. Coming home is Sanchez. Bermudez going all the way to third. Yeah, big smiles for Rodriguez. Someone go get her crown.
So a 3-run fourth right now for Puerto Rico. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Kanishka Rodriguez up now. She got on base her first at bat. So over toward left field. Whoa, what a play! Best of the week. Mac Norbit grabs the foul ball.
Look, we are laying it out right now. One of these teams is punching their ticket to a championship for the World Series. So let's start this inning with a 2-run shot. Yadi Figueroa, the hottest hitter right now for Puerto Rico, going yard. And then this catch by Mackenzie Norbit, Sports Center top 10. How'd she hold on? So big time. Big hugs for the catch of the week. No doubt. We better see that catch on SportsCenter. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it is so rare because of how little room you have to work with on that foul line. Nobody's even dared to go over the fence to try to make a catch. That was brilliant.
And you will remember that catch for the rest of your life. Not just the rest of your softball career. You will remember that catch.
That's true.
The rest of your life. You tell your kids about that catch. Yeah, let's watch this again. She has to go find the fence. Watch her arm. She finds the fence and then allows herself to go full extension, and just the surprise that she had on her face coming in, and you get to celebrate with your teammates. You dream about that play, making that catch at the World Series.
Well, let's see if it carries over to this at bat, because Puerto Rico just put up 3 more runs to cut the Illinois lead to 4. And that is another good defensive play by the birthday girl, Darialis Rodriguez, snagging that one.
Well, the defense is just leveling up all over the place right now. I'm loving it. You know who else loves this kind of defense? Are the pitchers in the circle. You see this effort from Mackenzie Norbit now to Rodriguez, the birthday girl at second base, getting dirty. All smiles.
Schillo back up to bat for Illinois. Schillo looking to get on for the first time today. Future psychiatrist. Favorite food, mashed potatoes. Takes the ball up high. Carla Rodriguez continuing to work in the circle. Came in place of Sanchez. Schillo also a volleyball player. Inside. bottom of the 4th inning in this 7-inning game. Winner meets Texas in the World Championship tomorrow. And Shiloh will take her base. So Illinois with a runner on early here in the bottom of the 4th. Molly Race, the catcher, coming up to bat for Illinois. Got on in her last at bat. Oh, nice pitch.
Yeah, both times that Race has come to the plate, she's been clutch. 2 RBI singles.
Race's grandfather was a minor league baseball player for 20 years. Good stop by Nieves. That gets away from Nieves. Runner moves down to second, thinking of going to third, and now backtracks. So Shiloh has gone all the way over to second. 2-1 the count. And Race takes another ball, 3-1. Race, the youngest of 4 children. Rodriguez looked a little frustrated after that last pitch.
Just what a fierce competitor Carla Rodriguez is in the circle.
Yeah.
Emptied the tank yesterday. Got her right shoulder taped up. Looks like it's signed, maybe by her teammates.
Full count. And Race takes her base. Back-to-back walks given up by Carla Rodriguez.
Mackenzie Norbit. Yes, we saw her defense, but let's talk about her offense. Driving in a couple, 2-run single in the 3rd. This is a power hitter who's also had a home run. Some good moves. I mean, we can watch this catch every inning if we want to.
Norbit takes a ball, first pitch to Rodriguez. Yeah, that was just awesome. That's the first ball the entire week we've seen grabbed over the fence like that. I loved her reaction afterwards too. Let's go!
Well, first it was like, can you believe it? Can I believe it myself? Do you guys believe it? Did I just do that?
Smashes this to deep left. Mackenzie Norbit is having a day. A 3-run home run right after that big-time defensive play.
She should just retire now. I don't know if you can do it any better than that, right? Like, she's peaked. She's going to be on SportsCenter top 10 with her defense, and then she just go ahead and hit a 2-run home run. No, 3-run home run. I mean, I guess it could have been a little bit better if it was a grand slam. We can start to get picky here about what kind of inning Mackenzie Norbit is having. Just look at those smiles. I don't know what that dance is called. We'll just call it the Illinois Celebration Dance.
Call it whatever she wants.
Mackenzie Norbit dance.
This is one of the best individual performances we've seen so far this week. The championship is on the line. Texas awaits the winner of this game. Merskos up to bat. It's that to second. Rodriguez, 2 down. So 12-5, Illinois back out in front here. Bottom of the 4th inning. And now Samantha Johnson, one of their tallest players, up to bat now. Trying to get another rally started here for Illinois. Johnson, and all 3 outs registered to the second baseman, Darielis Rodriguez, but wow. Mackenzie Norbert, what a day.
Yeah, doing it with the defense, and then 2 for 2, had a 2 RBI single in the first, and then on top of that, now a 3-run home run. Her team is up big, 12-5, and they are smiling. A couple of innings away from a championship Saturday.
As the world's most trusted youth sports organization, Little League relies on the generosity of its alumni, volunteers, and communities who give tirelessly to create experiences for millions of children every year. Support Little League today by texting LLWS to 345-345 to donate today. Standard texting messaging rates apply. Hello, Mackenzie. Good game. Mackenzie Norbert. Morris up to bat for Puerto Rico. Facing Kruger in the circle. This is that bottom of the order that helped them generate some runs earlier. Top of the 5th now.
This part of the order doesn't have any hits on the day, but there were 2 squeeze bunts that were so well executed in that 3rd inning by Morris and Villafane.
That is smashed into center field, and Morris getting things started with a base hit for Puerto Rico in the top of the 5th. Good sportsmanship there. Sheila, first baseman. It's a good hit.
Look, sometimes you just got to respect it, right? I'm all about that. You see a good piece of softball hitting right there. You're the first baseman. Just turn around. Hey, nice hit. Respect.
Villafane back up to bat. Takes a strike. Again, this Puerto Rican team has won 3 straight games after dropping their first 2 when they got here. Late on that swing is Villafane. 0-2. Villafane with your favorite batting helmet, Kenzie.
No doubt. It's kind of unique. She is the only one that wears a softball helmet.
Yeah.
Everyone else has a white helmet.
Chopper over to 3rd, force at 2nd. No. Throw is low. And Juarez could not make the play. So a break for Puerto Rico, and they have 2 on.
This is just unfortunate for Kruger in the circle. That was a double play. with a bow on it. Just gift wrapped it. Here it is. Turn this double play and an error on Johnson on the throw.
So the final batter in their batting order, Rosado up to bat now. 2 on, runners at first and second, no outs, and a strike taken. Forces it first, second, or third now for the defense. Rosado loves Disney World. Maybe she can stop in Orlando on the way to Puerto Rico. Up high. Rosado only 5-1. Lower strike zone for Kruger.
If you're Kruger, you have to go at Rosado right now. No outs in this inning. Top of the lineup is just waiting for Puerto Rico to get their third at bat of this game. This is not a hitter you can let get away from you.
2-2 the count. Pop fly to shortstop. And Merskos makes the catch. First out, and now we go to the top of the batting order. Yaneli Santana. Still 2 runners on for Puerto Rico, first and second. That is going to get through to center field. They hold the runners, so the base is loaded now with 1 out. And Jerianis Montez will come to bat. Little conversation now in the circle with the bases loaded, wanting to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
And Puerto Rico starting to put together some good at-bats against Kruger. You can just feel the contact is a little bit different between last inning. We saw the big home run from Yadi Figueroa. Puerto Rico puts out 3 and 1 out here in this inning. And a couple of very sharply hit balls already.
And Puerto Rico, when they took the timeout, also took a timeout. Coach Leon bringing his base runners over and the batter. He's never one to miss a moment to talk to his players. So base is loaded, 1 out. Montez is your batter. Illinois has a force at any base right now. Illinois with a 7-run cushion. That's a ball. 1-1.
Montez is the short gamer in this Puerto Rican offense. So you're checking the infield, working her slap. Very picky in this at-bat with the bases loaded, and I would too. This is a big opportunity. Puerto Rico needs a lot of runs to get back in this ball game.
Kruger, known for her control, now is facing a 3-1 count with the bases loaded. And the count goes full. Montez. And the run walks in.
Now bases are loaded for the hot bat at the plate. Yadi Figueroa.
Had the home run in her last at bat. Only player to hit a home run this week for Puerto Rico. Now, right fielder going out, and something came over the fence, just putting it back. Got the ring pop out there. There's a strike. One and one.
Has been so great with her location today. That walk to Montez, just her first of the game.
That smash right at second base. Juarez makes the catch. All the runners hold, 2 outs. Another hard hit ball by Figueroa, just right at someone. And now the catcher Nieves coming up to bat to try to keep this rally going by Puerto Rico. They picked up 1 run. Inside strike.
Nieves has flown out twice to right field. Has put some good swings on Kruger. Has just been underneath it both times.
Foul back, 0-2.
See her try to make an adjustment in that swing, telling yourself as a hitter, I've got to get on top of her pitch.
One and 2 to Nieves. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Rips that over to third. A diving play. The ball gets away, however. Puerto Rico will score another run. Two runs come in. 12-8.
They're chipping away. Puerto Rico is offensively. A diving effort by Johnson. Can't come up with it. And then Merskos, no reason to make this throw. The throw gets away. Everyone moves up 60 feet. And another run on the board for Puerto Rico.
Courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, Nieves, who just had that clutch hit. Carla Rodriguez up to bat. Runners at second and third now. Takes a strike. A 3-run fifth so far for Puerto Rico. That has popped up. First baseman ran into the first base coach. No play. Coach Leon asking to talk to his hitter, so the infield's going to meet in the circle. So it's Puerto Rico having the timeout here. Carlos Leon talking to Carla Rodriguez, the batter. Still 2 outs. Count is 0-2 now to Rodriguez. Kruger a strike away from getting out of this. 2 straight balls.
This will be pitch number 100 for Kruger.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs, and the top of the 5th. And that is hit sharply out into left field. 2 more runs will score. And Carla Rodriguez with a 2-strike double. It is 12-10.
What a gamer Carla Rodriguez is. Delivering for her team on both ends, whether that's pitching her heart out in the circle, giving us everything that she's got, or a 2-strike double, driving in 2 more. There is no quit in this Puerto Rican team.
And that forces a change in the circle for Illinois, as they will bring a new pitcher in. It'll be Olivia Hovanek, and we'll step aside for a moment. Olivia Hovanek coming in to replace Kruger here in the top of the 5th. Sanchez the batter, runner on second. That's Rodriguez, who just had the 2 RBI double. 5 runs put up by Puerto Rico here in the top of the 5th. Hovanek throws her first strike. 2-1. 2 outs. They just need to get 1 more out. Illinois. Puerto Rico again scoring a lot of runs with 2 outs. Three and 1 the count to Sanchez. Count goes full with 2 outs. And Hovanek walks Sanchez. So Bermudez will come up with 2 on and 2 outs. Bermudez taken all the way, strike. That is hit to second. Good play by Juarez. So that will do it for Puerto Rico at the plate. But they pick up 5 runs and trail Illinois by just 2 now. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Well, fans hanging in there. Long game right now, 12-10. It is still very much in question. Winner moves on to the championship to face Texas tomorrow, and I'm sure Texas is hoping this game goes a couple of more hours. New catcher. Nieves no longer behind the plate. Morris will be the new catcher. So interesting change.
Everything's all right with Nieves. I feel like you would have to pry her from home plate.
It'll be interesting to see if that changes things. Nieves now is at third base, actually, so that is a big change.
Oh, you know what? All right, I know what this is. I saw Bermudez, I just forgot about it. I saw her kind of limping a little bit when she was coming off of the field after running the bases. So needing a new, fresh third baseman. Nieves, of course it's Nieves. Why not? This is the defensive star of this team. It's the first time that we've seen her not behind the plate. So Puerto Rico needing a new third baseman. Bermudez out. Nieves in, and Morris behind the plate.
Ovanek the batter. Illinois lead down to 2. That is smashed hard at second. Automatic from Rodriguez. Quickly 1 down. Bottom of the 5th. Chavez, who got on base her last at bat. She's gotten on base actually twice today. First was an error, the last was a hit. Takes pitch inside. Pitch.
Carla Rodriguez, fresh off that RBI double, back out to pitch. Continuing to fight in the circle.
Chavez ahead in the count here, 3-1. And Chavez has now reached base all 3 times. Heads down, draws the walk. Kruger coming up to bat now. Kruger also has been on after each at bat. Had 3 straight innings of the team scoring runs. Kruger hits that to Nieves, her first test, and passes it, rifles it over to second for the force out, 2 down.
What a stud. New position. She has been behind the dish for every pitch of this World Series and is tested right away. Of course, gets the out. And then just look at the constant communication. Continuing to impact her team.
Top of the lineup now for the 4th time. Goike hits that down foul left field. Remember Kruger out at the runner at first base. Chopper to first. Safe. Remember, runner goes to the orange bag, defensive player goes to the white bag. Good speed by Goike to beat that out.
Just so much speed Goike has. That's just unfortunate for Villafane. Nothing you can do there. If she lets that ball go, Rodriguez is way too far at second base. Just a base hit all day.
Juarez up to bat, 2 outs, runners on first and second. This team from Illinois has scored a run in the 3rd, 4th. We're in the 5th. They've only not scored in 1 inning so far. Neither team scored in the 2nd inning. Juarez stays alive, 0-2. The count remains, 2 outs. Puerto Rico with at least 2 more chances to try to catch Illinois. We're in the bottom of the 5th of this 7-inning game. Going to go through. They will send the runner home. No, she comes back. Kruger made the turn, was headed home, and then sprinted back toward third base. What do you think of that, Kenzie?
I mean, this is exactly how you want to do it. You want to go as hard as you can until your coach says, no, stay here, come right on back. Because if you do the opposite, if you go slow and then wait for your coach to send you, well, it's going to be too late either way. So Kruger head down, running hard. And then her third base coach kind of judging that ball out in left field, running down the line, keeps her at third. I think she would have been out at home plate, just the way that that ball was developing and the throw coming in.
Carlos Leon asking how many visits he'd had. He's going to go out to the circle.
I thought he was asking me for a second, and then I realized...
They look up here. I think they're just hoping they'll get an answer from somebody.
And our scorekeeper is to my right. Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, what do you need? I have nothing.
So bases loaded here. And 2 outs. Carlos Leon making sure everybody knows what they're doing here with 2 outs. Illinois decided not to send Kruger home. So she's on third.
Now, if that base runner is Molly Goike, I'm sending Molly Goike. But Kruger, a pitcher, obviously Molly Goike, one of the fastest players in this World Series.
Schillo is the batter now. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Kind of Juarez continues to stay so clutch for Illinois.
Pop fly, that'll be caught by the second baseman, Rodriguez. So Illinois does not score a run in the bottom of the 5th. They leave the bases loaded. We're heading to the top of the 6th with Puerto Rico down 2. Top of the 6th in this 7-inning game. First time Illinois has not scored a run since the 2nd inning. And we'll see if Puerto Rico can keep chipping away. Ovanek staying in the circle. And she'll face Darielis Rodriguez. Rodriguez struck out, got on base, her last at bat. She's made so many good plays at second base defensively today. She's just a rock out there in the field. And lines this into center field for a sweet base hit.
Come on. Energy. Puerto Rico had some momentum from defense. You take it into the dugout, you get out of that jam with bases loaded. Puerto Rico knows what kind of offensive team Illinois is. We watched it all week, so what a huge moment. Can they take that momentum, take that leadoff energy from Rodriguez and turn it into a couple of runs, potentially tie this ball game?
Kanishka Rodriguez up to bat now. Rodriguez fouls that back. Rodriguez reached base in the 1st inning. Runner at first, going up the middle, another hit. Back-to-back singles for Puerto Rico. Runners on 1st and 2nd with no outs. Morris the batter. Morris having a good day at the plate as well.
Trying for a sneaky bunt there, Morris is. Remember, she had that squeeze bunt back in this 3rd inning. My scorebook is a little bit messy. It's been quite an offensive game.
Seeing a lot of action today.
You know, it's interesting that Puerto Rico is actually out hitting Illinois today. They have 12 hits. Illinois has 10.
Yeah, this Puerto Rico team, I'm so impressed with them. The way they flipped the switch this week, coming out losing their first 2 games, and they have not lost since. Nice pitch from Ovanek to record the strikeout. Morris goes down swinging. 1 out.
Got to have an out here, and just such a bonus to get that strikeout. First strikeout for Ovanek. Going upstairs.
Villafane up to bat now. Takes the ball inside. This is the bottom 3 batters. Morris, Villafane, coming up Rosado in this order. Villafane making sure she understands the signal that Carlos Leon gave her. Throw down to 3rd. What a play by Molly Race from behind the plate.
Puerto Rico trying to push it on the base paths. And this is a great job by Race, just trusting that her teammate, her shortstop, Merskos, is going to get there, leading her to the base. If she waits for Merskos to get to 3rd base, it is too late. Rodriguez is safe.
So 2 outs now. Villafane takes another ball. Count goes to 3-0. Villafañe's gotten on base every time she's been up to bat. Taking all the way. And now runners at first and second. So Villafañe has had a lot of time on the base path today. Hitting in that second to last position in the order. Rosado coming to bat now. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, top of the 6th.
If you're Hovanek and you're Illinois, have to go right at Rosado. This is batter number 12 in the lineup for Puerto Rico.
Up high for ball 2. Again, the winner plays Texas tomorrow at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern, fouled away. Junior League Softball World Series Championship tomorrow afternoon, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Texas got by Pennsylvania a few hours ago. And now we're determining their opponent. And a big strike by Hovanek. Strikes out Rosado. And so Puerto Rico leaves a couple on, and we head to the bottom of the 6th.
What a great job by Hovanek in relief. Starts this inning with 2 singles, closes it with 2 strikeouts.
A beautiful facility here in Everest Park in Kirkland, Washington. Final semifinal of the Junior League Softball World Series. Puerto Rico and Illinois in a tight one. Puerto Rico out in the field now, bottom of the 6th inning. Puerto Rico will have at least one more chance to try to overtake Illinois, and we'll see if Illinois can add some insurance. Carla Rodriguez, the pitcher, will be facing Molly Race, the catcher for Illinois. Molly's gotten on base twice today. It's that up the middle for a leadoff single. Mackenzie Norbert coming up. Probably one of the best individual performances of the entire event.
Yeah, just in case you weren't with us or you forgot, we'll catch you up very quickly. Drove in a couple of runs with a single in the 3rd inning. This is a huge inning for Illinois. They put up an 8 spot in that 3rd. And then defense, show it off. This has got to be SportsCenter. Top 10. Running down the line, playing left field. Just such a fun play.
But that she wasn't done there. 3-run home run as well in her last at bat. Just didn't want to miss any more of these pitches. Hits that to 3rd. Nieves' throw is off the mark. Runner is going to go to 3rd. So runners at 1st and 3rd now. And Nieves spent most of the game behind the plate as a catcher. Let's go back to Norbert.
All right, so let's watch this catch again, because we'll watch it all day. Hanging over the fence, full extension. It was a huge moment in the game for Illinois. defensively, Puerto Rico offense was really rolling. So not only did that just look cool and feel cool, but it was impactful, a huge moment.
Big moments continuing right here. Merskos up to bat with runners at first and third, no outs. Bottom of the sixth. Illinois would love to try to put this game away. That's a short pop-up. Three players converging, and it's Carla Rodriguez, the pitcher, who ends up making the catch.
Are you kidding me? The pitcher has no business catching this ball. Look at her. Just, I'm going to go get this. Running it down. Nieves was all over it too. Morris right there. Three players on defense, all wanting that same out, but Carla Rodriguez will not be denied.
Samantha Johnson up to bat. Runner still first and third. Chopper foul. Molly Race is the runner at third with a lot of speed. Norbit, the runner at first. And here's Sammy Johnson. Good stop by Morris. Race ready to come home when given the chance. Norbit advancing to second on that pass ball. So runners at second and third, one out. In the outfield, it'll score at least one. Here comes another run, and so Illinois gets two more runs off the 2 RBI single from Sammy Johnson.
You just look up and down this lineup for Illinois, and almost everyone has had a base hit. It's just what kind of team they have been this whole week. These are two huge insurance runs for Illinois. Illinois, the home team, so Puerto Rico has one more at bat, but 2 runs. The way that this Puerto Rico offense has been looking the last couple of innings turns into 4 runs.
Everybody trying to pump up Carla Rodriguez, the pitcher now. Just one out. 14-10 the lead now in the bottom of the 6th. And the feisty Olivia Hovanek coming up to bat. Hovanek's done a good job in the circle, replacing Kruger. Now it's her turn in the batter's box. That gets away from the catcher, and Johnson will get down to second easily.
Just think about how many pitches Carla Rodriguez has thrown this week, coming up on 400 pitches.
Wow. Chasing down fly balls.
Driving and run.
Yeah. Didn't get that called. Ooh, and a strike. Hovanek taking all the way there. Just one out, runner on second for Illinois. Hovanek, the only player that hasn't scored today for Illinois. But everybody's reached base. to first. They get the force at first. Villafane just steps on the bag. Johnson moves over to third, though. So 2 outs. And runner on third. Chavez coming up to bat. Chavez has gotten on base after every at-bat today. It's her 4th time up. Throw down to third.
The good news for Puerto Rico offensively, their last at-bats, it will be the top of the lineup. Season will be on the line, and they'll be exactly where they want to be.
Another run going to come in. Johnson scores on the pass ball. And that'll be a 5-point cushion for Illinois. Chavez stays up to bat with a 3-0 count. Nobody on now. And Chavez going to head down to first. Second walk she's drawn today. Ava Kruger stepping into bat now. Kruger hits this to short. Throw to first, and they get her. So Illinois picks up 3 more runs. Puerto Rico's season is on the line when they come back. Winner to the World Series championship tomorrow. Look at that beautiful backdrop to this amazing event here in Kirkland, Washington. The Junior League Softball World Series. We're at a dramatic moment right now as Puerto Rico is coming to bat in the top of the 7th. They are down by 5 and have to make that up, or their season is over, and Illinois will advance to face Texas in the championship tomorrow. However, as Kinsey pointed out, top of the lineup for Puerto Rico. Santana, the leadoff batter, up first. 4th time through this Puerto Rican batting order. Ovanek in the circle.
I love how the game works out sometimes, where all of the dramatic moments are building, and this is the season on the line for Puerto Rico. And it's just like perfect how it is so fitting right now. Top of the lineup, like season on the line. This is it. This is who you want at the plate to set the tone, to try and put together a rally and see if they can do something amazing.
What do you think Hovanek's feeling out there in the circle right now? 4 straight balls.
Yeah, that's not the start that you want, obviously. And sometimes it's very easy to overthink this situation as a pitcher. You look at the scoreboard, you see that your team's up 5, you know you just need 3 outs, and you're telling yourself, just 3 outs. And so sometimes you can get ahead of yourself very quickly. You almost have to flip that script and say, get the first out. First out. Don't worry about that second out or the third out. Just 1 pitch at a time. And she needs to just take a second and take a breath and relax her shoulders. You can tell she's a little tight right now. It's almost like you want it so bad, and you get ahead of yourself. And the worst thing that you can do as a pitcher is get tight.
Yeah, that'll feel good. Finally gets that first strike after throwing 5 balls in a row to start this inning. Ovanek came on in relief for Kruger and has done an outstanding job in the circle. Now trying to close it down. Montez drew a walk in her last at bat. It's the runner Santana at first. Two and two. Montez has not swung yet this at bat. There's the first swing, pops it up. Just not enough room to make a play over there. Count stays 2-2. Runner stays, even though it gets behind Race. Count is full. Vanek taking an extra breath here. Walks another one. Vanek has walked the first two batters here in the top of the 7th. And Figueroa, who homered earlier in this game, steps up to bat. And now finally, Coach Goike going to pop up out of the dugout and try to settle his pitcher down.
And it's a good time for a timeout. Reset. Kill the momentum. Let Vanek kind of speak her piece. You can see her talking to her coach right there. A little communication about what's going wrong.
She's got the sunglasses.
Switch up the mojo, right?
Yeah. Outfielders are always having fun. What are they afraid that we're going to see them saying?
This looks like a meme. This is a very memeable grab right there.
Yeah. So a different looking Vanek now. She has the sunglasses brought out. She's walked the first two batters here in the top of the 7th. Puerto Rico down by 5.
Two-0 count, hitters count. This sounds crazy, but I would tell Yadi, if you like it, go get it. This is a hitter that can make a big swing. She doesn't get anything close.
So 3 straight walks. Bases loaded. Puerto Rico must score 5 runs. Nieves up to bat. Good pitch from Vanek. Our home plate umpire, Garth Sanders, no pitch. One and 2.
That's a good hack from Nieves. A hitter with a lot of power. Drove in 2 in her last at-bat.
Nieves way up in that batter's box. That is fair. 1 run scores. They'll send another. 2-run score. 15-12.
Just so pretty with 2 strikes. Watch her see this ball so deep. Her RBI single that she had in her last at-bat was to the left side of the field. This one to the right, down the line. And the speed at the top of the lineup for Puerto Rico, pushing 2, scoring very easily.
Puerto Rico has to score 3 more runs in this inning to force Illinois to come back to bat. Runners at first and second now. Carla Rodriguez up, doubled in her last at bat. And Hovanek's working fast.
Carlos Leon was talking to Carla Rodriguez saying make sure you have your hand up, because to your point, the pace that Hovanek has been pitching with the last couple of pitches, she's really trying to quick pitch.
Two and two. No outs. Strike 3. And the Puerto Rican manager, Carlos Leon, came charging down the third baseline saying no, did not like that call.
Oh, I don't blame him. That's so tough. This has not been a strike all day. This pitch is up. It's out. It just has not been a strike all day. And if anyone knows it, it's Rodriguez, right? She has been in that circle. She knows the strike zone. That's just tough.
Season on the line here for Puerto Rico. Can understand why he's upset. Puerto Rico, though, still with 2 on, 1 out. Sanchez behind in the count, 0-2. Carlos Leon wants to talk to his batter, so they'll get together in the circle. This is Sanchez. You can feel the tension out there right now. Good stop by Molly Race. Hovanek still ahead in this count, 1-2. Another good stop. 2-2.
Hovanek just needs to hit that corner and even allow Sanchez to make some contact, play right into her defense.
There's the contact that is popped up. Caught in left field by Norbert. And it's late in the day, still dealing with a little sunlight out there. You can see it in the reflection of her glasses. She's looking into the sun in left field. That whole left side of the field is still seeing sunlight in their face. Good catch. So 2 outs. Illinois an out away from the World Series championship. The tying run at the plate for Puerto Rico. And Bermudez hits that into right field. Game over! Chavez makes the catch, and Illinois survives and advances. They will play Texas for the World Championship.
So well deserved for Illinois. This team 15 runs that they put up. Of course, Puerto Rico, we've got to talk about their fight. They gave it to us all week. It's been so much fun to watch this team. Heads need to be high. I love this sportsmanship moment here. There's a little bit of a collision with the celebration, but everyone is okay. And Illinois, we will see you tomorrow against Texas.
And I just want to say congratulations to Puerto Rico because, again, they lost their first 2 games in this World Series. That could have been overwhelming, but they came storming back, won 3 in a row, and had Illinois on the ropes here in the 7th inning. So well done, Puerto Rico. But we have our final. It will be an All-American Junior League Softball World Series Championship. Texas against Illinois tomorrow at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific here on ESPN+. A game with 27 runs, tons of exciting highlights, but in the end, it was Illinois, the last team standing, and they will face Texas tomorrow for the World Series Championship. For Kenzie Fowler and our hardworking crew, I'm Sam Gore. See you back tomorrow where we'll crown a champion.